Hello, my name is AJ Taynor. I live at 81 North Payne Street, apartment 2B. Anyone here to talk yet again about transparency? I'm going to start with a question and a statement. So the question is about the city websites and signing up for the email list to find out about these meetings and committee meetings and so on and so forth. So in one of the first city council meetings I attended, I was told that to get notifications and information about meetings, I had to either sign up for the email list through the website or I could talk to Kennedy. Immediately, I did both because this is something, coming to these meetings and seeing what's happening in my community is important to me. And my personal email has received all of the notifications and emails. Shortly afterwards, I started the Chillicothe City Trackers because I believe that there's a very fundamental and crucial and honestly despicable lack of transparency between city council and the community. I followed the same process for the Chillicothe City Trackers of speaking to Kennedy and going to the website to sign up that way. However, the Chillicothe City Tracker Gmail, which is just chillicothecitytracker@gmail.com, has not received a single email about any meetings, any notifications, legislation requests, nothing. And I'm not saying that to point blame. I know Kennedy has a lot on her plate and she does everything she can. I do appreciate you, Kennedy, like 10 out of 10. But I also followed the process of signing up for these notifications through the website, okay, for this email. So if I followed all the right steps, I made sure all the boxes were checked. I did it on both of the city websites because we have chillicothe.com and chillicotheoh.gov for some reason. Why is it not getting these emails? If I did this, I followed all the steps, I checked the boxes, did it correctly, and I'm not getting these emails, how many other people have attempted to do their due diligence to sign up and get these alerts and get these messages, and then aren't getting anything? I'm not sure if there's a tech issue or if there's something going, or if maybe one of the websites is old and doing both is canceling out, but I feel like that's a major issue and a major oversight. The second thing I wanted to ask about is I've known ever since starting City Trackers, City Council has gotten a lot better about recording and live streaming their meetings, which I am extremely pleased to say. That said, anytime City Council has their meetings outside of the regular location, that's 26 South Payne, there's no recordings. Even now, the only cameras in place right now is myself, which I'm using a cell phone, and then Kevin Coleman with his recording device. And while I understand that you don't have the same resources here as you would at City Council, again, I am using my personal cell phone to record this. My friends use their personal cell phones to live stream. And I don't know about you, but I feel like all of us have the capability. All of our phones come with cameras, even the really old ones like the flip phones and whatnot. So I feel like there's really no excuse that even at no other locations like here or at the service center down Western, there's no excuse not to be live streaming and recording these to the full capability. There's no lack of capability. I see a lot of phones sitting on the tables right now. So, as a genuine question, why is that? Why is the only camera recording right now my own phone?
I will let you know that I record every meeting voice memo,
Okay.
but it's not a video recording, so clarification on that.
I do appreciate that clarification, but the question still stands. We all have phones. Why is no one else doing video recording and live streaming these meetings? And I do say this like asking for answers, looking at all of our council members and representatives. Do any of you have a reason or an answer?
I think you should probably reach out to, for more information, reach out to Ms. Kennedy and President Shoemaker for that information.
Absolutely. So I have been working with Kennedy and President Shoemaker. That's where we're getting the Chillicothe City Trackers. I'm saying that if I'm seeing that, hey, there's no other cameras here I've had like 5 messages on my phone while I was recording saying, hey, are you recording? The live stream's not up right now, what's going on? You guys are also able to see that there's no one else recording. You all are just as capable of seeing these problems and fixing them as I am. You've watched me stand and just hold my phone the entire meeting. Why aren't any of you recording these? You all have the capability. I'm just saying that we all have the capability, we all have the responsibility. And while I am messaging and working with people, with everybody that I can, you're all just as capable of standing up and holding your phones. So I just want to make sure that everybody here is aware of that. There's no reason that it's on me to report these. Thank you.
Thank you.